Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Chancellor's residence. If you don't know me, I'm Carol Block, and welcome. This is our 15th season of recitals. Between March and May, we're going to have a total of 18 this year. And thank you for coming to this one. And I think there's a second one, a second choice that you might have been invited to. So I'm glad I think everybody showed up today. It's wonderful.
It's not raining.
It's not raining, yeah, thank goodness, thank goodness. So I probably have told most of you in the past that the students, the music school sends out through email an application to the students in the music school, and then we give them a deadline of some time, about the third week of January, and they have to be vetted by their professors in order to perform here. And we've just kind of gotten into a routine, and then Erica somehow figures out who's going to perform when. I don't know how she does it, but Erica's, thank goodness Erica's here, because she's the one that organizes all this. I just show up. Anyway, yeah, we've had jazz, we've had vocals, we have the Armenian string quartet. They call themselves Vem. Vem means rock in Armenian. What else have we had? Piano. So we get a smattering of everything here. Oh, we had an a cappella group for one recital. And today we have Schipper and Victoria Kirsch. So I hope everybody enjoys it, and we'll have COVID era reception. It's all packaged. So please join us afterwards, and you know, it's a beautiful day outside, so just enjoy the weather until it starts raining again. And without further ado, Schipper and Victoria Kirsch.
Afternoon, everybody. We'll start off with just a little bit of talking, and we'll get into the music. We'll be starting with the Chanson du Don Quichotte by Jacques Ibert. These are a set of songs written in 1933 for a movie. The name of the movie was The Adventures of Don Quixote. It was starring the great Russian bass Fyodor Shaliapin. So these songs were written for Fyodor Shaliapin to sing as a part of the movie. It wasn't a musical, he sort of sang throughout it at different points. And so these songs sort of highlight the broad strokes of the journey of Don Quixote. Interesting factoid about the songs themselves. They were written as a part of a competition. The filmmakers asked 5 composers to write songs for the movie, and they told each composer that they were the only one asked. Jacques Ibert was the one who was selected. Among the other composers asked was Maurice Ravel. He completed his songs late, so he was not selected. But after finding out from his friend Jacques Ibert about the whole situation, he considered filing suit against the filmmakers for lying to him. So we'll begin with those. We're also going to read just a translation of the text in between each song so that you can understand what I'm saying. I'll be singing first in French and then later in German, so I'll make sure you can follow along with gesturing.
And one little fact about the Ibert songs, one of my mentors was the baritone Marcel Sanger, who was actually the first singer of the Ravel, the Don Quichotte Halluciné, Ravel's three-song cycle. And when Mr. Sanger would refer to these songs, the Ibert, he called them little espagnolade, little Spanish ditties. And what you'll hear throughout the cycle is little bits of Spanish-isms, a little bit of escuado, the guitar going brum, 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 a little habanera rhythm in the last piece, little moments where it reminds you of somehow of Spanish music. These are 4 songs that were originally written for a French movie and the star of that was a Russian bass singing in French about a story set in and around Seville, Spain. Truly international. We would like to request that, so you can hear each of these cycles as an entire entity, if we can ask you to, as much as we adore your applause, we'll ask you to hold that applause until the end of the 4th song in the French set and the end of the 3rd song in the Borg set. The first song is the Chanson du Départ, the song of the departure. This new castle, this new edifice, all adorned with marble and porphyry, which is a red marble, sort of a granite. This castle, built by love from its empire, upon which all of heaven has used its skill, is a rampart, a fortress against evil, where the virtuous mistress again retires, that the eye observes and the spirit admires, bringing hearts to servitude. It is a castle built in such a way that none can approach the portal if he has not saved his lineage from the great kings, victorious, brave, and amorous. No knight, however adventurous he may be, without being such, can enter the place. Song for Dulcinea. A day lasts a whole year if I do not see my Dulcinea. But, so as to sweeten my languor, love has painted her face in the fountain and the sky, in each dawn and each flower. A day lasts a whole year if I do not see my Dulcinea. Ever close and ever far, star of my long paths, the wind carries her breath to me when it blows across the jasmine. A day lasts a whole year if I do not see my Dulcinea. Song of the Duke. I want to sing here of the lady of my dreams, who raises me above this century of mud. Her heart of diamond is untarnished by lies. The rose pales at the sight of her cheek. For her, I have attempted lofty adventures. My arm has delivered the princess in servitude. I have conquered the enchanter, confounded the perjurers, and bent the universe to offer her homage. Lady, for whom I alone is not a prisoner of the false appearance, go over this earth. I proclaim against any rash knight your unequaled splendor and your excellence.
Je veux chanter ici
Song of the Death of Don Quixote. Do not cry, Sancho. Do not cry, good friend. Your master is not dead. He is not far from you. He lives on a happy isle where all is pure and free from lies. On the isle at last discovered where you will come one day. On the desired isle, oh my good friend Sancho. The books are burned and they make a heap of ash. If all of the books have killed me, just one is enough for me to live on. A ghost in real life and real in death. Such is the strange destiny of poor Don Quixote.
change pace now a little. We're going to do a set of 3 songs by Hugo Wolf, a Romantic era composer from Germany. These songs are a bit unique in the German Lied in that they are translations into German. The poems are originally by the famous Italian sculptor, painter, extraordinaire Michelangelo. They were then translated into German by Robert Walter Thurnau, and then set to music by Hugo Wolf. These songs were the last thing that Wolf wrote in his lifetime. He was committed to an insane asylum about 1 month after he wrote these due to the effects of late-stage syphilis. You could maybe hear a little of the insanity in these songs. They are a bit of a wild ride. They're a lot of fun. Some of them are very, very dark, particularly the second one. When you hear the translation, it's just eminently German. These are die Drei Gedichte von Michelangelo by Hugo Wolf.
The first one is Wohl denk ich oft. I often recall my past life as it was before I loved you. No one then paid heed to me. Each day for me was a loss. I thought to live for song alone and flee the thronging crowd. Today, my name is praised and blamed, and the entire world knows that I exist. Alles endet, was entsteht. All must end that has beginning. All things round us must perish. For time is fleeting, and the sun sees that all things round us perish. Thought, speech, pain, and rapture. And our children's children vanished as shadows by day, as mists in a breeze. We were also human beings with joys and sorrows like your own. And now, there is no life in us here. We are but earth, as you can see. All must end that has beginning. All things round us perish. Fühlt meine Seele. Does my soul feel the longed-for light of God who created it? Is it the ray of some other beauty from this veil of tears that storms my heart, awakening memories? Is it a sound, a vision in a dream that suddenly fills my eyes and heart with inconceivable searing pain, reducing me to tears? I do not know. What I long for, what I feel, what guides me is not in me. Tell me how to achieve it. Only another's favor is likely to reveal it. This has absorbed me since seeing you. I am torn between yes and no, bitterness and sweetness. Your eyes, my lady, are the cause. Not your typical love song.
zeigt es Wunder eines anderen Hut. Darein bin ich, seit ich dich sah, versinkt. Mich treibt ein Ja und Nein, eine Sehnsucht herbe. Daran sind Herrin deine Augen one more selection for you. And you might notice the date of this one is a bit more recent. That's because the composer is in this room. Morgan, just a little wave. Planning out my recital over the summer, thinking of what I wanted to put on it, and I knew that I wanted to ask a composer from UCLA to write something for the program. It's just a matter of who and what the song would be. I've always loved the poetry of W.B. Yeats. I've set a few of his songs myself. I think they just work really nicely with music. The topics are a lot of fun. Sometimes they're a little dark, but I don't know if you've noticed, I kind of like that. So I picked out this poem, partly just because of its simplicity. The poem is "Air Wishes for the Cloths of Heaven." It's the story of a young man who has nothing to offer his love but himself. He wishes that he had beautiful cloths made from the stars, but I don't. And so, be gentle. I can only give you my dreams. So, I then met Morgan at the TA boot camp for the musicianship TAs to make sure that we were all up to snuff on what we were going to be teaching. We were, for the record. We know what we were doing. I met her, and she said that she had a background in piano and in voice, and was studying composition here at UCLA. I thought, perfect, that's just serendipity right there. Songs written by singers just flow so nicely, and Morgan has just a real attention to the text, and a real ability to draw out really interesting textures from the piano that you're going to hear. It covers the entire range, and you hear the piano being used as more than just kind of the solo instrument that it has been in the past, but as really an atmospheric and a driving force of the piece. The text is in English. Hopefully my diction is good enough that you'll understand it. If not, you can ask me what it was about afterwards. embroidered cloths, and wrought with golden and silver lights. I would spread the cloths under your feet. I would spread the cloths under your feet. I would spread the cloths under your being poor, have tread softly, you tread on my dreams. Thank you all so much for coming. I don't know if you noticed, there's a little poster in the foyer. I have a full-length recital coming up on Saturday, April 15th. Saturday at 7:30 p.m. over at the School of Music in the Austin Ensemble Room. I'll be performing everything you heard today and about another 30-35 minutes more of music. There'll be a Baroque orchestra, a complete Bach cantata, another song that'll be a premiere, and all the songs that I wrote. So there is your teaser. If you would like to come, it is open to the public, no tickets. You just sort of show up and perform it. At Austin Ensemble. Thank you all so much for coming.